Hello, hello. Welcome to my home. My name is Jackie, and we're live on a fabulous Monday night. I just got home from the office. Time change, time change, time change. I'm doing better. Um, if you caught my live on, did I even go live on Friday? I must have. I've been sick. I'm still not well. Hey, Bri. So this is going to be probably another short live, y'all. I'm so sorry. Hey, Jennifer, where are you in the world now? Um, I have a ton of things to unbox, and one of the things to unbox with impulsive, which is like all of my purchases, really. Well, not really. I've been thinking about buying this particular item for a while, but I wasn't sure because I didn't like some of the accoutrements. And then I was watching Super Dacob. And Super Dacob has the same one. I didn't realize it because he made some modifications. And I'm like, oh, you're oh yay, I'll start texting your phone again. I demand photos, ma'am. So so Jennifer has been off on a travels, so I want to see. So anyway, I um I wanted to buy this thing and I just didn't like the way it looked. And then when he was the accessories. And then when I was watching Dacob, he was showing his. And I'm like, wait, what? And I was like, that's what I want to do. So because his was so cute. And I'm like, I'm doing it. So I went to the Amazon.com Poshmark storefront and I went and got the Checkmate Zamomo. Well, no, it's not a Zamomo. It's a Labubu. Um, Yeah, it's a Labubu. It's not Zamomo. Zamomo is the male, um, and but let's take a look. Let me just open it, and then I'll let you see what I'm talking about. So this came from our favorite um, Amazon store, which honestly, because I've not buying from Temu as much, has become my new favorite place to be again. There's some stuff I've been buying from their groceries that are just better than me buying them from my local grocery, which is weird. I still think is weird. But anyway, so when you see this, you're gonna be like, well, it's cute, right? But I wasn't too in love with it because I didn't like the crown. This is called Let's Checkmate, and this is a very interesting Labubu. So this is the only one in this size, and this is from the um, Pop Mart storefront, guys. So I'm gonna open this. And when I saw what Jacob had done with his, and I just didn't realize that's what he had done. It was this particular one because, guys, and also my friend told me that the Pop Mart store, if you're looking for the Into Energy Labubus, for a hot second, they were at regular price. So if you're still looking, so this comes. Let me get this open. It has a card called Checkmate, right? And what I really liked about this, now let's see how hard it is to get this thing out of its nest. You never know. And what really decided me to get this is um I paid more for this custom one than this one. So I figured, Jackie, if you're willing to spend that much money on a custom um charm, you can buy this one. So this is the big one. So let me show you. Let's get it all unpackaged. It's tied in the back. There's because sometimes you're just, and I got it for list price, and the price, I'm not saying was inexpensive, but I'm not saying it was ridiculous either. It is cheap. It's the same price I would pay for a Coach charm. So this is how he justified it, guys. See how I can get the ears. How do I get you out of this box? You're caged. Caged. Okay, we're just going to destroy the box. I'm not that person that keeps boxes anyway. His ears are tethered. I need scissors. It's like, sir, this is how I feel like when I ever do Christmas with my sister and her kiddos. I'm always like, I always feel bad for the parents because getting those toys out of those packages, it's not easy, guys. And my brother-in-law, he's like a pro at it now. He can get a toy out of a package like you wouldn't believe. I'm like, you better you than me. Yeah. So this is, let me see if I can get, so I got the top. Now let's get to the bottom. The feetsies don't want to come out of the box. This is packaged. This makes like coach. This is like coach packaging level of Fort Knox here, guys. So I made it through work today. I had a bunch of meetings, a bunch of Monday problems. But I'm going to be able to work from home tomorrow. Because I guess what I didn't get to talk to you about was we had to buy a new washing machine. Yeah. Like, Jackie, wait, what? Like, I had to do a new no, we repaired we replaced the disposal. We had to do some maintenance on our hot water heater. And now we had to replace our washing machine. Yeah. So the next thing to go is the furnace. So let's just hope it lasts, a little while longer. So we'll give us some breathing room between major events here, guys. But at this rate, it's just the joys of home ownership, right? So let me see if I can get this. This thing is so hard to get undone. So here's a box that the Checkmate doll holds this. And hey, Opulent. And it's to put a ring in here, right? So this is like it was kind of like a Valentine's kind of gimmicky thing, I think. It was supposed to be like proposal type to your girl or something. I don't know. Because this is the Momo. I mean, not the Momo, it's the Boo Boo. There's the scissors. So this is the girl doll, not the boy doll. The boy doll has a tail. The girl doll does not. That's the difference. So it's just kind of weird that it checkmate, although in chess, the queen is the most powerful and you want to protect the queen, right? So let me take off these little feet and hand protectors. So the reason I didn't want to really buy this one was because I didn't really like how it held the box, and I didn't really love the way I didn't like the crown. So what Dacob did was he unstitched how the crown was stitched. So I'm gonna work on doing that because I want this crown gone. I do not love the crown. It does not make me happy, and then I'm gonna take off the tape for sure and this I'm not going to do it now because we're hanging out, but I wanted to show you this doll, and I'm going to take the crown off, so the crown's going to be gone. And what the cool thing about the eyes are, they shift. So that was the cool thing about these ones, is that you can pose them and do weird things with the eyes, have it look different ways, look at So I just really like this one, but I like the size. So the other ones are actually bigger than this one, but I wanted the brown fuzzy doll. I did not want, I'm going to take the crown off. What Dacob did was he put a Chanel hat on his, and I think some outfits. So I'm going to find some dolly clothes for this doll. I know, Dia. So without the crown, we're gonna be adorable. Adorable. Without this crazy court jester um thingy. Like this would make a better skirt than a collar. It's like, let's see if we can become a skirt. Yeah, there. That's cuter than the collar. Let's be honest. And then I'm gonna take off this crown. So I'm gonna play with this doll later, and I'm gonna get some cool clothes and do something fun with her because, she's fun. So she's my new little sidekick crown. So the crown's coming off wrong for me. Um, so it's not staying for me. But do 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 do. Yep, like right, little ballerina. And then you can move the legs and you can pose the arms, and you can get this one on the Amazon storefront. It's about $115. And I before the prices go up, I was happy to buy this one. And as I said, it's the same price as a Coach Charm, and I play with dolls. So I have to thank Dacob for that. And so now let's get into the rest of the stuff that is ridiculous. Before we go too far, I did buy a strap for my polo play. Um, and I'm going to show you how this works. So hopefully I picked the short strap instead of the long strap. So this is a strap that my puppies. This is a strap that Craig sent me that he uses for his Picatinny bags to make them into a shoulder bag, right? So this is a leather strap, and this is the way it came. And I picked the silver hardware, and I picked red because it's the navy. I have the navy bag with wow, this is a short strap? Yeah. So this is the green leather clasp short red. Yes, it's short strap. And you can pick between the gunmetal, gold, or silver hardware in the different variations. So Craig had bought this so that he could carry one of his bags more as a shoulder bag than a top carry, hand carry, which is what the Picatinny is really supposed to be. So this definitely needs to chill out, unfold. Um, yeah, right. The red one. I know, because it was a blue bag with one little red horse. So it needed the red. So let's see how this is gonna work. So the way oh, did I get the okay, so there's a couple ways to do this to make this work. So you can use the strap like this, but the reason why this is the one we picked is because it has the button. You need to take the button off, take off the hook because you're not using the hooks. You spend a whole video explaining why Hermes is it definitely dangerous to watch? Okay. Um, I don't for me, I'm not saying Hermes is not worth the money. I'm just saying Hermes is worth a lot more money than I got. So I don't have it. So this is not an Hermes um moment here, guys. So this is how this is gonna go on here. And then you do that. So this is how these straps work. And that's why this is useful because you can use it several different ways. And my phone is beeping at me. So give me a second and I'm going to see what am I missing. My sister got stuck. Her car, she's been having a bunch of issues with, hey Scott, um, with her car battery. So she was stranded again today. She was stranded yesterday in town and had to wait for um roadside assistance. Well, she got stranded again today, because the battery of her car. And I was like, this is ridiculous. So she has to go get that fixed. So this is probably too long. for what I want. Actually, no, it's actually just fine. So honestly, I'm just gonna wear it like that. So because this is really long now, if I do it this way, it's too long to be worn this way. But it's just fine be worn this way. But I'm not sure if that's how people would want to wear this one because this is a really big bag, guys. Um, so let's take a look. So now that I'm in a different shirt than when I got this, let me see how this fits on my shoulder. Yeah, it fits fine. But I actually really like the red strap, so I'm probably gonna carry it like so as a very strange looking sack. Because that's what it is. It's a very strange looking sack. So yeah, I like the red. Yeah, so it's a crossbody now, like this. And I can easily take this off. It's not hard at all. You saw me just do it. Sometimes these ones like this can be difficult. This isn't difficult. This is an easy to take on and off if I want to. Um, you can just leave. I'm probably just gonna leave the strap on and then decide as I carry it how I'm going to carry it. Everything fits differently as you carry things. This is empty. So empty is not a good way to judge a bag, guys. You need to put your things in it. You need to wear it. And that's why a lot of times you don't know a bag doesn't work for you until you've already had it and used it because you have to use it to really know. So anyway, I'm going to hang this from a doorknob to let this stretch out. And actually I have a hook. So that's going to be done. And let me get my hat off. How's the weather where you guys are at? I still need to do something with this mop of hair, but oh well. And I have, believe it or not, I have 3 items that are still on box, even with the stuff I showed you last weekend. Um or Sunday. I did a mini unboxing on Sunday because I had stuff I just had to get done. This came from up the street. I bought this from a Facebook friend, and she literally just lives up the street. It's like a crossbody, perfect for prom. Yeah, thank you. I'm gonna wear it and we'll see how it goes. Tomorrow, I am. So here's the thing. That's a polo play. So the polo play is like the grand um something. It's a TGM um Picatin or something. They don't make that size anymore, but Craig has one, and he says that polo play in large is exactly like the same dimensions. So that made me really happy because I really like that size. And I'm not gonna lie, I would like to get the smaller one too, but I promised myself that I would just get one polo play, not 15. Jackie, hair accessories are now your friend. Yeah, but the thing is, my hair is so incredibly fine. It is so fine. It is baby fine. It can't really hold anything but baby hair accessories, literally made for babies, because anything ridiculously, it just doesn't work. Bobby pins were the only things that would work in my hair because it was the only thing that could. I mean, my hair is so fine and so thin, and there's so little of it. Anyway, I bought this from a friend. She is just up the street. I, I, okay, so she lives in, when I say up the street, she lives like 5 hours north of me. But in the land of FedEx, that's just up the street. So this actually came within like a day. She mailed this yesterday and it's here today. And I bought it from her. I shouldn't have, but it was just, I kind of fell in love. I want to see your cute bracelet stack, Jackie. Um, so which side? So I have a couple different bracelet stacks and I change them up a lot. So, well, I change which wrists they're on a lot. So this is my Disney Pandora. This is my James Avery. This is more James Avery, and Pandora. So I have 3 James Avery charm bracelets on here, and then 2 different Pandora charm bracelets on here. And then on this side is just a bracelet I got out of TJ Maxx. Very cool stuff. And then here is, I got this from Effie Jewelry, sterling silver. Another, this is another bracelet, charm bracelet from James Avery. Another Effie chain bracelet with just some black spinal, I don't know how you say it. This is a Coach bracelet that they still make, and I got it for $100, and it's still on sale. This is sterling silver, and it has the Coach CC stamped across the top of it. This came out 3 years ago, and I guess it just wasn't really popular. I like it. I want to get more James Avery system. Yeah, James Avery jewelry is awesome, especially if you have a location near you, or within driving distance at least, because they can, you can buy the charms, add the charms. I love Effie jewelry. Effie. I wear Effie jewelry, but mostly from the men's collection. I tend to wear most of my bracelets from the men's collection because I have an 8-inch wrist. This is the 9-inch largest Pandora bracelet they sell. This one is an 8-inch one right here. So the difference between the 8-inch bracelet and the 9-inch bracelet is kind of huge. But mostly I wear a 7 to 8-inch bracelet. So I have a very big. I've never heard of James Avery, but now I want to look. James Avery is out of Kerrville, Texas, and they are a well-known institution here. Everybody grew up with James Avery, sterling silver. They were really very well known in the religious communities because Mr. James Avery was, I think he's a member of the Episcopal Church. But anyway, they used to sell a lot of their jewelry at a lot of the church camps and things out here, but then it became more and more commercial. I mean, James Avery jewelry has been something that in my community here in Texas, we have been buying and wearing since the 90s and then beyond, since before that. So they're very well known here, and it's a collection thing. Every girl had a bunch of charms, and I didn't have the charms when I was in high school. I didn't collect them. I collected crosses and from them, but I didn't collect the charm bracelets yet. I didn't start doing that until much later, but they have like communion charms, confirmation charms, all the camp charms. They have secular charms, they have state charms, they have all kinds of fun stuff. So anyway, getting back to the bag, I bought this from a friend. She had it for sale, and I didn't have this size. And you're like, Jackie, another one? I know. I didn't have this size. And now I can get over it. And I normally don't like the uniformity of this print, but I have it in the larger, and I really liked it. And I love the look of the black and white. And it's just such a cool, okay, so here's the deal. These totes are getting a little out of fashion. I'll put it that way. They're not selling like they did. You don't see them as much as you used to, and they're all over the relove, pre-love sale market. And they've gotten cheaper because they're everywhere. So I was able to pick up this bag. This is a leather. This is my only version of the leather one. Normally I'm a textile cargo person, but I love the graphic look of this. I was watching Just Beth Fabulous Over 50, and she showed the prettiest Coach bag in a very similar type of look, but it was in the black and white CCs. So the C's were in black, the background was in white. This is the reverse, the monogram, or the Jacobs is in white and the background is in black. But I was able to get 2 items from her, guys. So this is, and it has the original tag. It's black interior. It has a black leather strap. This is the size small, and this bag is with the second item I purchased it for. I got it for 140, I think 150 with shipping. And these are expensive bags, even if they're not even if they're out of favor as much as they used to. I mean, they're not selling like they used to, but they're still several $100s for the leather versions. So this one, I got this, and this, and she had this for sale and nobody wanted it, but she offered both items, both of these, for 140, I guess a 150 ship for both. And I said yes, because I love it. I like it. I had a shoulder bag in that print, but it was too small for me. Yeah, this is the small one, and I really like this little charm. These charms by themselves used to sell like as soon as they drop. They're not selling that fast anymore, and they're still kind of pricey, but if you can get them on sale, I've seen them on sale for as little as 65, 67. But I love this look. I love this look. This is extreme likelihood that this bag will eventually end up with my mother. Um, she's not asking for it. She doesn't know it exists, but this is very much a my mother type of bag, for her to go to the grocery store. It really is, or at least my two younger sisters. It was too good of an opportunity not to try and get it. I didn't know they made a shoulder bag in that print on. That would have been so. The bag I used today, guys, when I'm telling you, I have this is the bag I used today. This is the bag that came in the mail. So when I love a thing, I love a thing, you know, I really do. So I have to tell myself, stop, you know. So I have to tell myself I have it. I have two versions of it. I have my leather bag now. I don't have to keep chasing another one. But you know what? If the opportunity knocks, find I'm gonna get another one. You know that because it's my thing. I like a boxy tote. I like the Marc Jacobs tote. I do. I have always liked their totes. I just didn't like their price tag. And now that with the Relove Pre-Love market, I was that big one I just showed you. I got that for $85. I am beyond thrilled for $85 to get that leather one for 140, 150 with tax. Amazing. Thrilled. You know, super happy. Now would I have wanted to pay those prices full? No. uh, Opulent Obsession says YOLO. I'm a shopping enabler. Yeah. Um, so we're not done, but I do have to speed up a bit. I'm going to go to dinner with my friends, I think, and they're here. Um, I have Ava for the week, up until next week. So we have my favorite shepherd. I can hear her playing with toys. So we're gonna have to open up these boxes. And then I need to go say hi to everybody. And at some point, I'm gonna go pass out because I'm tired. But we're gonna. Oh, this is so cool, guys! This was not planned. It was not planned this way. It was not planned this way. But I picked up this collector's bag. Y'all won't, I didn't even know this existed until I was poking around. I have gone down into the depths of Marc Jacobs fandom that I did not know existed. I've always loved Marc Jacobs in his Louis Vuitton years. And now I just like Marc Jacobs in all his years. And apparently I have found my gem. You're like, Jackie, that was a Pan Am shirt, Pan Am bag. How is that Marc Jacobs? This was some Pan Am Marc Jacobs collab. Now, is this leather? I don't know. Now, based on a lot of the bags I've seen, I don't think so. Because of how the other ones have worn. But this one, I don't care. This is such a cool bag that somebody let this go. I am still in shock. And there's stuff inside too. The lady who I bought this from, they're collectors. Unfortunately, her husband got on furlough because, hey, well, you know what's happening. So they're selling all the extras, and this is one of the extra things that they were selling. And I was like, are you selling that? And she did, and she said, yeah, if you I have other things too. So let me show you what else is in here. So I learned a few things from the last time I talked to you guys. Now the zipper is being stubborn, and I think it might be stuck. Yes, well, it is stuck. I'm not sure it wants to unstuck. Hold on. It has one of those. Oh, okay, I see the problem. There we go. Um, so this. Let me show you the interior of this collector's bag, and I dropped stuff. Which is completely normal. So this says Pan Am since 1927, officially certified and approved by Pan Am World Airways 10001 certified 001. Do not duplicate. Violations will be prosecuted. Pan Am. So that's a replica of the Pan Am airline bags. But this is the Marc Jacobs, you know, bag collab that they did. I don't know when, I don't know the details, but I just thought this was one of the coolest bags I'd ever seen. My dad actually flew Pan Am. Not I mean not flew, but he flew. Okay, so this is PU leather, which completely makes sense because when you see these in the pre-love read-love market, the way they have worn shows that they're PU leather. So that just means this is not a bag I'm gonna really use because the more you use it, the more brittle this gets. But I didn't buy this to use. I bought this to hang on my wall. I bought this for art and to remember my dad. And I used to have a bunch of Pan Am stuff because my dad flew all over the world and he flew on Pan Am. And he always, and of course, me being me, when we were in the 90s, we were given like a boarding pass holder, and it was a Pan Am one from Pan Am. And of course, I lost it because I'm a kid. And my dad was so upset because I didn't know it was memorabilia. I didn't know how important that was. So anyway, the other stuff I got in this haul for this lady, and the whole reason I was in her page was I was looking for stuff from D23 Gold member. So D23 is a Disney club. Shut your face right now. I've wanted that bag for about Saya. I will send you that bag. I honest to God bought that to hang it on the wall. But sir, if you've wanted that bag for 10 years, you are my BFF. You know, we are family. I will mail that to you. Because you have gifted me more than one bag, and I can at least return the favor. I will find another one. Uh, look, look at this hat. And that I couldn't put thank you. You know I'm gonna send it to you anyway, right? Yeah, there's the white and the blue one, and then there's a blue and a white one. And I just wanted to see that bag because it was cool. And then I also got the t-shirt. So this is what I got from her, and I just thought this was a really pretty t-shirt. New with tags, you know. And I just thought that was really pretty because it has the map of Disneyland. I'm trying to rush because I can hear them. I can hear them. And they're all sitting there like, okay, okay, I have two more. And I have a little, she sent a sticker, which is really cute. Um, yeah, so anyway, I got this really cool stuff from this lady in California. I really wanted this hat because I didn't want to become a gold member of the Disney Club in order to buy the merchandise because this season I like it, you know. There's a membership fee to, I mean, it's Disney. I used to be part of the Disney Movie Club. Is anybody surprised that there's a Disney um fan club? No, no. You know, come on. It's Disney. If there's a way to do exclusive, they have figured it out. you know. So this is my last item. Items. Did I buy another bag? What did I do? What did I buy? Oh, I did. This wonderful, wonderful lady sold this to me. You know I've been sick. This was a 2 a.m. in the morning purchase. Yeah, I have no self-control. I really shouldn't have done it because I knew how many other things I had already purchased. And I said, Jackie, you don't need it. You don't need it. You don't need it. Jackie, you do not need it. And then she offered it for even less money than she listed it for. And I'm like, okay, fine. Is this not meant to be? Was this not meant to be my bag? Do you know how hard it is to find this bag? And for a reasonable price, the Disney dogs in pink. I have the Disney dogs in teal. I didn't even know this bag existed, y'all. Um, yeah. So this was a lady in California. Nice, nice lady. She's now working from home. She said she never got the opportunity to use it. It was just sitting there, so she wanted to sell it. And she sold it for a very reasonable rate compared to how much these things normally retail for because they are like exploitive when it comes to Disney. Um, this type of collection like this, I mean, to be completely wrapped up like this, I sent her pictures of my pugs. I said, thank you. I love dogs. I love this bag. Stitches on here. All the Disney dogs are on here. So I am so, so, so happy. Um, all dogs go to heaven. Yeah, that movie made me cry. It did. You know, all movies like that always make me cry. Okay, so I have a bunch of people at the door. Um, they've closed the door. And Sai, yes, I will send you that bag. It is PU leather, so you have to understand. It's just something. It is a collector's thing. You know, if you're gonna really use it, you'll crack it. But um, I think it would be cool. It has your kind of mod mid-century kind of vibe going. So anyway, I'm going to get off this live, go see what my friends are up to. The dogs are no longer playing with toys, so I think definitely need to go get some food. And Don was finding his cat. Milo and Otis. Oh, Milo and Otis was a great movie, though, man. Fox and Hound still makes me cry, guys. Fox and Hound, The Lady and the Tramp, of course. But I don't know. I'm not a huge Lady and the Tramp fan anymore. I used to be. But okay, gotta go. Bye, everybody. Thank you for hanging out with me. I'm working from home tomorrow. Our new washing machine's coming. And then Wednesday I go back to the office, but I should be going live with Jolie in the evening. And then Friday, of course, I'll be live. So anyway, see you guys later. Y'all have a great, great week. Yay, November. This weather, oh my God. I'm ready for it to be at least pick warm or cold. Okay. Bye, everybody.